Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, welcome to Dominion Gaming TV. My name is WoLF, and today I'm bringing to you a new series of interviews and all that sort of amazing stuff. And yes, I am joined by the squeaky chair of awesomeness. I'm going to be bringing to you Howls, which is going to be an interview of interviewing all the people, and from Starcraft to real life to this, that, game developers, all of that sort of stuff. So, new series. We're going to kick it off the bat with something easy, something nice, with Fullmetal, who is a Starcraft 2 player in the Southeast Asia scene. And so, yeah, how are you, sir?
Yeah, I'm not too bad.
So, we're going to start this off with who the hell are you? Where are you from? What's your origin? And what was the upbringing like? What's your age? Tell us all about you, man.
So, my name's Richard McLeod, born and raised in Australia. Down under,
Wait, did you just say McLeod?
McLeod, yeah, that's my surname.
Okay, I'll question that later when I bring that up.
It means immortal in Gaelic.
Oh,
as
okay.
well.
Okay, so it's not just a Scottish thing. All right.
Oh, it is actually based off a Scottish thing, but
Okay.
yeah. So,
Anyway.
upbringing, fairly standard, Aussie thing. I'm trying to think of it now. I was always into video games. Like, I was never a really outgoing guy until recently, but oh yeah, it's funny.
No, it's just like the whole until recently thing is like, yeah, I could see that. You've definitely upped your
I have a
game.
life now. I have a life now. Jeez.
I can
Yeah,
agree.
so-
I can agree with that.
Yes. So yeah, I have 3 siblings. I'm the eldest of all those, so I've had to look after those pretty much all my life. Yeah, I don't know. I guess you could say standard suburban Aussie childhood, not a whole lot more than that.
Fair enough. So, can you tell us a little bit how you got into games, and in particular how you got into StarCraft?
I remember I started out playing. It was on Xbox, Star Wars Battlefront 2. It was a massive game at the time,
Oh yeah.
and I used to play it with some of my friends, and we played like Galactic Conquest Mode. I got like super into that. I played with them all the time, and then like we got our own Xbox few years later. We played started playing a lot of Halo, and I really got into shooters. So I kept playing that. I was never like particularly good. I just played for fun, you know. And then Call of Duty Modern Warfare 2 came out. I started playing that a little bit. Never really that good. Black Ops came out, and I just got mad with like Call of Duty and all that. I played a lot of zombies.
As you do.
Yeah, and then a little bit after that, just before I graduated primary school, I started playing a lot of Command and Conquer games with some of my friends, and like I really enjoyed it. Like I just loved RTS games. I remember I used to play on this laptop where literally no one wanted to play with me because the games would run super slow, like, and I'd be playing like 8 FPS the whole time, and yeah, no, I couldn't connect to very many people, so I just played with AI all the time. I wasn't really good, but I liked to compare myself to my friend, and yeah, that was a good time. Then when I got to high school, I started playing FPS a little bit more competitively. Not, I wouldn't say like full-on competitively. I just played a lot of multiplayer, and I don't know. I kind of guess that's where I started getting a competitive drive for games, and then not long after that, I moved to Ireland in 2013, and when I was there, I had friends there, but so I remember it was just after my birthday. I was watching some YouTube stuff, and I happened to come across one of Husky Starcraft's casts on Starcraft 2, and it looked really fun. So I thought, oh hell yeah, I'm gonna get the starter edition for that. So I tried it out. I actually really enjoyed it. It reminded me a lot of like playing Command and Conquer back in the day, like not long before that, but a few years before that. But yeah, I really enjoyed it, and so I bought it. And I remember I used to watch a lot of Huskies videos in like my early days, and then I don't know, I kind of just never. Oh, I did put the game down at one point, just saying, "Oh my God, this game's way too hard." Then I was watching a stream. I think Taja was playing or something, and like he made the game look so fun. He had like all this stuff everywhere, and I'm like, hell yeah, I want to start playing this game. So kept playing it. A couple years later, still playing it.
Fair.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that was sort of my gaming context.
So, at what point did you decide that you wanted to quote unquote get good at StarCraft 2?
Yeah. First of all, I figured out you can't be good at StarCraft because good always seems to be like one step better than you currently are, which is really sad.
That is actually a very depressing way to look at StarCraft.
But it unfortunately it's true. Yeah. So I remember for the first year I was playing StarCraft casually. I was in yeah, I just played Wings of Liberty. I didn't buy Heart of the Swarm till 2014, in which I started like getting super into it. I loved Reapers and I just made loads of them. And I just started playing a lot. I don't know, just the whole experience has changed for me. It wasn't the same game anymore. Suddenly I was like able to multitask. I was able to like attack and macro at the same time. It was actually really, really exciting for me. And then I just kept playing and playing. And of course, there are times I get like frustrated with the game. But I realized like I do want to be good at this game. I want to get Grandmaster. I mean, everyone had that drive, but not many people were willing to play together. I don't know. I just kind of kept playing. I told myself, yeah, I do want to be good. And I've kind of just got hooked on the game. It's not that I dislike the game. I definitely do like the game. It's just a really big part of my life, and I don't know. I guess I sort of eased into it. Now I play more games. I play League of Legends, and I try to play Counter Strike, but I'm really bad.
I think
Uh,
we all try at least.
oh, yeah, at least. But yeah, like I don't know. I'm really into competitive gaming, and I hope to stay in it at least for a few years. I don't know. It's just something I don't want to leave. I just really, really love the idea of just playing against other people, and like while they're trying their best and I'm trying my best and just winning. The feeling of like beating someone who's trying their best. I just love that feeling. I just love multiplayer. It's just something I've always really been into.
F-
But yeah.
Fair enough then. So your father is from Ireland, and you lived there for a year. Tell us a bit about your Irish past and how it has affected you and how you are today. And
Hmm.
by the way, I just want to say your accent's awesome.
Thank you, good sir. I remember when I was in I just started high school. My parents were talking about moving up to Ireland. They said 6 months at the time. I was like, yeah, I wasn't massively keen, but my dad managed to convince me to say yes. I'm like, yeah, whatever. So I went over, and I started going to school there, and yeah, it's it was insane. It was just everything is so different. It's not the same world. It's just a completely different place. The way people act, like this, everything. I'm trying to put it into words. Like people are generally more linked there. There's actually like stuff to do there. It's always raining there. Uh, I don't know. There's just a lot. It was a massive change, and yeah, I did have friends. I did some stuff. I didn't go out a whole lot though. I kind of just played a lot of games. Like, but I had to get up. I remember I had to get up really, really early in the morning to be able to play games with my friends back in Australia.
Hmm.
I remember I used to like have nights where I wouldn't sleep at all just because I wanted to play like Guild Wars or Awesome Odds with some of my friends. And my parents weren't very approving of that, but I don't know. I just that's just something I like to do. Yeah. Learned a fair bit. I reckon I'd be pretty content with like living in Ireland even today. I could probably,
Pull it off.
yeah, I definite, yeah, it was good for like cultural education and all that crap, but I would be content with like living somewhere else in the world. I think I could do it now, and I think it was like a good lesson overall.
Good experience and all that. Yeah.
And yeah, it was definitely a good experience. yeah, I stayed 6 months longer. Like I wasn't very happy with that at all. But yeah, I just went on with it, lived life, and oh yeah, the funniest part too was I told all my friends on me I'm leaving, bye, and everyone got all super sad and like there's some tears. And then I came out like, oh hey guys, I'm back. Like, oh,
Oh, hello. Y-
it's nice to
y-
see you again.
your accent's a
So
little
yeah,
bit thicker now.
is it? It
Oh,
just trick. I can't really
no, no,
control it.
no, 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 no. And then, like, when you came back, he's like, "Oh, I didn't know you were gone. Your accent's thicker."
Yeah. Uh, yeah, pretty much. That
So,
was most
so,
of my experience in Ireland, I guess.
so I have to ask, how many times have you been called like Canadian or American because of the like
Oh my
Australian
god.
Irish mix? And does that like really tick you off or something? Like, how many
Yeah,
times?
like I get called American, and like people ask me if I'm Canadian or American, like all the time. And like I tell them I'm Irish, and like really? Irish people don't sell it. I'm like,
Oh my God,
it's
the
so weird. I don't
stereotypes.
know how. It's like I don't even know. It is quite funny though. Yeah, loads of people mix me up like
I
all the time. It's insane.
at work there's
But
a
yeah.
at work there's a chef, and he ended up asking me on the first day that I was working with him. Is like, where do you think my accent is from? I thought about it for a little bit, and he was like, and don't you fucking dare say Canada.
Yeah, I think Canada's kind of that escape tool that you just run to if you don't know where
Uh,
they're from. I don't
goddamn.
even know.
Goddamn. So who are some of your StarCraft and non-StarCraft inspirations that have helped forge who you are on and offline?
Hmm. I want to say myself, but I
Wow.
don't think that really counts.
Well, you can,
Um,
but like, I don't know what the viewers will think
I
of
wouldn't
your
say there's any
narcissistic views.
particular individuals, but I've learned a lot just from like watching streams and like observing what people do, and like talking to people about mindsets. I don't
Yep.
know, like I do watch a lot of the pro players. I don't really care for a lot of them. A lot of them are just boring. But I don't know. If I had to have an inspiration, it'd probably be Teja, because I probably would have ended up quitting the
Mm.
game fully before,
Yeah, Taser
had it not
is
for me seeing him. Yeah, he's so good.
he's something special, I think. He,
Shame about his wrists though.
yeah, man.
Has to retire.
So who,
Happens to the best of us.
I know, right? So who in StarCraft 2, especially in Southeast Asia, would you say is your biggest rival?
Oh, that's a tough one actually. I've had rivals, like I've had a lot of different rivals. I remember when yeah, I know you said talk only about Southeast Asia. I'm gonna talk about rivals in general. I started out playing on EU because I was living in Ireland at the time. When I was like in Silver League, I remember like I started it like a clan with like 6 people, like people hardly played. So I set rivals with like one of the guys, and then I got gold before him, and like he was super butthurt, and he kind of just quit the game. So then I moved on to join a clan, and then like I remember I set this guy who was in plat as like my rival, and then I got plat, and then I set this guy who was like I doubt you know him, but his name, he actually goes by a lot of names nowadays. But he would coach on like Gathering of Noobs sometimes.
What's
His name was originally Kitty of Doom or something, and like I set him as a rival, even though he was like way better than me. I kind of just set him as a rival, and like I practiced a lot, and I wanted to get as good as him. But yeah, he's really good now. He's like he got GM a while back, but he's been slacking and playing LoL apparently, so that's funny. But yeah, for Southeast Asia, our rivals. I can't. It's a tough question. I don't really think I have any, to be honest. But if
what
I
about
do.
what about Chase?
Uh, I don't.
Yeah, you verse each other.
I don't know.
Is there any player that you just verse a lot in tournaments that you just somehow meet up in tournaments and they've knocked you out and like or you've knocked them out? You got a bit of like
Yeah.
a competitive
I
rivalry going.
remember. Yeah, I remember in GPD I got Namek like 3 or 4 times in a row.
Yeah.
Like, that was pretty funny. I wouldn't really call that a rivalship because I kind of wrecked him every time. Lol, JK. He used to wreck me, but if I had to say I had a rival, I'd say the closest person to a rival right now would be like Malord, who's someone I practice with a fair bit. Like he doesn't actually play that much anymore, but
Yeah.
like he was a really good guy to practice with. I'd always message him on Scam if he wants to play customs. I've learned a fair bit from him, and yeah, that's pretty much it for that. Oh yeah, also you know, I said Ronamok's a fair bit better than me. I'd say.
Yeah.
So like, I always go to him with questions all the time, but like, I do compare myself to him sometimes.
Fair enough.
Um, well, I think that's about it, really. I've never like had any like massive rivals. At a time, Swarmsticker was sort of there, but oh yeah, that
Things
was
happen.
definitely a rivalry. Yeah,
Things
I
happen.
got 0-3'd. I got 0-3'd in the show match, but then every single match after that we played like in a tournament afterwards, and I just beat him. I beat him 3-0 after that, and then we just went on, and I just kept winning. And to this day, where he's too afraid to practice with me, which I find hilarious. So that used to be a rivalry, I guess. Um,
But
yeah.
yeah. So if you could train under any pro player, who would it be? I think we already know the answer to that just from beforehand, but who would it be? Any pro player in the
Uh,
world. Language barrier be
oh,
damned.
that's. I don't think I would have said Tage, but probably someone who suits my play style. Maybe the Muslim or Paul.
Okay,
Like
yep, I can
I
respect that.
really like how like the way the Muslim micros his Marines. The thing is he focuses so much on them that sometimes he'll miss like making those extra couple Marines. So that insane micro that he's doing isn't really making the massive difference.
Yep.
Say if he had those extra 3 Marines, that's his flaw. But like I just love watching him play. He's such the way he plays, and I love watching his micro as well. I learned like my split style from him as well. There's loads of different styles of splitting you can do. There's box splitting. There's just different styles like where you can sit back and aim move back in. Like that's the hard one where you aim move back in that he would do. Like I tried to learn that. It's kind of hard to explain, but yeah, I do really admire the Muslim, and yeah, I don't know, probably the Muslim, I'd say
Fair enough.
primarily.
So, Legacy of the Void is coming up. It is the second and the final chapter of StarCraft 2's campaign, but it is bringing new
Yeah.
units to the multiplayer side of things and all that. So, which race do you think has it best, and do you think the changes are going to improve the game overall in a multiplayer standpoint?
I actually haven't played it yet, but Blizzard
J-
did
j-
announce they're inviting the top 20%,
just
so I'll be able to play it then. But
from what you've seen, like just from watching streams or seeing like, the
yeah,
changes from BlizzCon, like just from what you're hearing, I guess
yeah.
then.
From what I've seen, I think lurkers look really good. So I'd probably go with Zerg. But apparently the siege tank drop thing is really strong too for Terran. So I don't know. I'm actually really excited to try that out. The idea of just like moving lots of shit on the screen makes me happy. Moving
Yeah.
shit that isn't just Marine Marauder. Holy crap, that's like something I haven't done ever. But yeah, that should be exciting. But yeah, I think probably Zerg's the strongest right now because lurkers do look really good. And Protoss just looks hopeless right now.
See, okay, so you remember back in Heart of the Swarm when Protoss started off again? We were like, oh, okay,
Yeah.
they're not really getting anything at all. We're getting this Oracle, which is an okay unit, and the Mothership Core,
Yeah.
right? And it was
Oh
just,
yeah.
but at first we were like, oh, this isn't too great. The Mothership Core is a shit unit. Oracles die too quickly, and then people worked them out and like, oh, Protoss, good race.
Yeah.
But
Yeah,
anyway,
that's a good point as well. People
um,
will figure stuff out.
yeah, it'll take time. Like, give it a year after launch, two after launch, and we'll start seeing some magnificent stuff from all races, I think.
Oh yeah, for sure. Yeah.
Okay, so I have to ask, if you could be friends with any character from StarCraft, who would it be? Like Jim Raynor, Kerrigan, who?
Any character.
Also NY.
Hmm. Uh, I'll just think about this. Probably Dykes Finley because he's a fucking badass, I guess.
Okay, that's a very fair answer. I can agree with that absolutely 100%. So, you've been with your current team, Dynasty Esports, for about 5 months now. So how did you join
Yep.
them? And so far, how has your time with them been?
So I was playing. I think it was MGG against ETL. Yeah, that was it. And so I was sent out and I just took out. I didn't all kill them, but I took out four of their guys or something, and I kind of just ended the clan war there. And so like I got messaged by Ice who said, "Hey, you want to join our team? Like we're setting up." And I didn't really have a clue what he was trying to do. Well, yeah, why not? I'm not on a team. Because earlier on I was on another team, Sharks Esports, which was just a fucking failure. If you know Buffalo is.
Yeah,
He
we
started
know
the
that
game.
we know that entire endeavor. It's been a massive. I've pretty much
Yeah.
I've been following him since he started, and it's like, oh god,
Yeah,
oh god.
he's a bit messed up in the head. But yeah,
Right.
so after that, I was a bit sus, but I was like, it's like I have anything better to do. So I joined Dynasty Sports, and yeah, my experience with them so far. So we we have like our chat. We're always like chatting in there, blah blah blah. Can't really reveal what we're saying, but that would be good for us. Um, so far, I got actually a shirt from them, a jersey. I went to a LAN in Perth. They were doing a LAN. They called it Dynasty LAN, and there was like a ridiculous prize pool. That was like, what the hell? It was like a $750 prize pool, and and
All the
there
way
was
for
supposed to
Perth.
be yeah, there was supposed to be like 20 or so people that showed up, but there's only like 8 on the day, and that was pretty sad to be honest.
Wow.
And so there was like all this money for like 8 people, and I was thinking, what?
So pretty much, if you
So
got knocked out first round, you got like $5 or something. You got your
I
sign up
think I
money
had to
back.
win 2 matches. I came fourth in the end.
Yep.
I lost to Goose Juice, who's a Terrans. I think he's Masters or something.
Yep.
He plays a bit. I think he's stepped away a bit. And yeah, frustration one, of course, because he's like way above most of us.
Yep.
So yeah, that was kind of that line. And now, then we had our little banter stage on SC2C with Frey, and then there was like a clan war. And if you like, we're pretty confident we can win. Like after picking up Sark, we're like, oh hell yeah, this is going well. But then Frustration and Ice decided to do something really, really fucking stupid,
Which
where
we'll get onto that in a sec. Yeah.
Ice let Frost play in his account, and then Sark wasn't happy with it, so he just left the team. And that was a couple days before the count. Like, fuck, we're dead, dude. Without Sark, it's Frost all killer. Get the fuck out. That was our mindset in the whole thing. So, yeah.
So, like, do you have any comments on that entire situation? Like, we'll go into it a little bit deeper. For those of you who don't know, Frustration is probably one of the best Protosses in the scene, and Ice is his manager. Obviously, Frustration is on Dynasty. Ice is the manager of Dynasty Esports, and so essentially, Frustration, he got a ban for 4 weeks, I believe it was, or 2 weeks or something, for
It was
spamming.
8.
It was 8. No, the original ban.
Yeah.
A suspension or for like 4 weeks or something because he was spamming the chat inside SE2 for the tournament for a tournament. I think it was Seacraft or something, and he was spamming it.
Yeah.
And I think it was Philosopher who gave him a 4 week ban and all that. So
Yeah.
Ice kind of made Frustration. This is what Jamie's told me. Jamie made Frustration play on his account so that he could keep playing, kind of thing. So they did, and it was okay. It wasn't okay, but like they did it, and it happened. But then they started boasting about, oh, Ice beat you, Ice beat Chase, or and like frustration would rub it in his face, and essentially
Yeah.
Ice felt guilty, and he owned up to Eddie. He owned up to Philosopher, and he just said, "Hey, this is what happened. I'm sorry. Take me into custody," kind of thing. That's what he did, and
Yeah.
so they ended up both getting a ban for 8 weeks for frustration and 4 weeks for ice, which is very lenient in my opinion, but considering what they did. So, do you have any comments on the entire situation and your outlook on Dynasty because of it?
Yeah, I'll give my point of view, like, from the story. So it started out, yeah, Frustration was like talking in the chat. He was being a bit of a troll, like starting shit as he does, and the Philosopher just wasn't in the mood. So he told Frustration, "Nah, I'm not gonna let you play in Seacroft because you're being a total troll in chat," which was not very professional. And Frost was a bit unhappy with it. We were in a Skype call at the time, and he was just saying blah blah blah, and then I made the suggestion, why don't you play on Jamie's account? And then he was like, nah, that's not a good idea. And then Jamie's like, oh, I don't really want to. That sounds like a really shit idea. But then like me and Metalcore and like Jen, we were just like, yeah, fucking do it. And we managed to convince them, and like it just seemed like it just seemed really funny at the time because like chat, it was supposed to be Ice against Chadman, and we knew Ice didn't stand a chance. So we thought, yeah, let's fucking put Frost in the account. It'll be hilarious. Chadman's gonna lose his shit. We thought it was just all a joke at the time, but yeah. Then it kind of went on to the point where they started an investigation on hotkeys, and people started PMing people, and yeah. It honestly, at the time, we didn't think it was that bad of a thing to do, but it turned out to be a bit severe. So yeah, and now my view on it was I thought it was hilarious, to be honest.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't know. I'm kind of a bad influence on everybody, I feel. If you're seeing the kind of
Just a little, but we won't go into that.
Oh, I'm terrible. Yeah.
Fair enough.
I think
okay.
the punishment was fair, but I don't think it needed to be addressed in public. I think that was silly because it wasn't a very big deal at all. And yeah, basically, Ice took the shit. We told the funniest part is we told the organization owner, and he went, "Oh, Jamie, you naughty boy," and he just like.
Yeah.
It was taking the piss out of him. Like, he wasn't happy, but
yeah,
he was taking the piss out of him. I don't know. It was just funny from my point of view. I'm not really going to say anything about the punishment. I think whatever. Just, it's not my decision to make. But, yeah. That's pretty much the whole situation.
Fair enough. So, do you get along with like your teammates that much? Like I've heard rumors that the Dynasty roster is like a bit cold when it comes to like the mateship and like talking to each other. Is there any food for thought there? Like what's the go there? Because I have heard rumors that it is a bit of a cold kind of environment to play in.
Actually, yeah. Generally, the chat's actually quite lively, and like we're always just chatting whatever. It's mainly just banter between me and Jevin, and sometimes Frost and Dark or Kavrakan will join in, and Metalcore as well. Ice will join in too. Tony's pretty quiet. And we have another guy who just kind of sits in the chat. His name's Simon. He kind of makes sure nothing bad's going on, you know. And yeah, yeah, it's pretty lively chat. Like we all get along pretty well. I'd say there's like no problems. Like, yeah, we do all get along well. We're like friends. We chat a lot. We'll fuck around a lot. Do stupid things like play on other people's accounts. I won't say a lot, because that's only happened once. Trust me, I wouldn't lie. Yeah, we just fuck around. Like, this is like a legit organization, but like we do fuck around a lot. Ice doesn't encourage most of it. it's not like none of it's his fault. The shit that we do. But yeah, that's Dynasty chat really.
Fair enough.
We all get along well.
So recently, you've been doing coaching with Gathering of Noobs. Can you tell us a little bit about that initiative and how it all started, kind of thing, and how you got involved with it?
Yeah, I remember last season I was kind of just getting a little bit bored, so like I was helping people out, like giving out. I just love answering people's questions, like when they PM me and ask me something. So I thought, you know, when I get masters, I'm gonna see if I can like try to do more coaching or whatever. And then I remembered, oh yeah, Gathering of Noobs exists. So I went up to them, asked, hey, you guys look like you're because like they had like nobody streaming at the time. Look at you guys look like you need another coach. What do you say? Let me on? And I said, yeah, whatever. So I got in. I started doing some streams. Helped out. I've done about 2 or 3 streams. I've helped out a fair few people. I don't know. I like it. I get views out of it. I get to help people.
What's
I
the
don't know. I don't.
what's the
Just a
viewership
passion
like?
project.
What's the viewership like for the
Oh,
stream?
at the moment it's actually not that great. It used to be like a pretty huge channel to get like hundreds of views,
Yep.
but like since it's been so idle for so, pardon me, for so long, it's been pretty quiet. I think I got like 10, 20 viewers or something, which isn't bad. That's don't get me wrong. That's okay. I'm happy with that for sure.
Fair enough. So what kind of
But
things
yeah.
have you taught the newbie players?
Um, I at the moment I'm just coaching Terrans, so usually I'll start by going over a replay with them, and like I'll look at what they're doing and what I think their flaws might be, and if they make any particular mistakes, and I'll show them like if they're in a certain scenario and they have a certain setup, what they can do, what their options are, and I'll try to open them up to these ideas that they may have never heard before, and just yeah, I don't say, oh, you should do this. I lay out their options and I tell them this is what you can
No.
do. This is probably the better option, maybe. And I just give people advice. This is what I like to do. And yeah, I do enjoy doing it.
So we're coming to the end of this interview now, and this is the last question that I have for you. So StarCraft 2 is a highly competitive game, and as you said before, your goal of what is good is always one step ahead of you, right? And unless you dedicate your life, your soul, and every ounce of your waking time and your body to this game, you won't be anybody. So
Yeah.
will you pursue a career in StarCraft 2, or will you go down an entirely different path after high school and study medicine or whatever? Like, what is your plan from here? What are your goals that you wish to achieve in your time playing StarCraft 2? And where do you want to go with your life?
So for my plans with StarCraft 2, I want to get GM. I want to win a Seacroft. That'll be a goal. I'll get there someday. The one day that Demi Love and Ender don't sign up, I might stand a chance. Um, yeah. Goals. Goals is try. I'd like to get better. I'd like to get GM. I'd like to maybe go to an ACL, get something done. I don't know. I would love to like fly somewhere to play in a land. That'd be awesome. And yeah,
uh,
I wanna transition into Overwatch when it comes out. It's supposed to come out 2016,
yep.
early 2016. I want to try and play that professionally. So my plan is next year, I'm gonna do a 6 month TAFE course, and like in the meantime, I'll try to play the game as much as I can, because I can. And when I'm done with the TAFE course, I'll try my best to like try to play Overwatch full time, maybe have a casual job at the same time or something, just get something, and then just get as good as I can and like try and make it as a professional. Like I really do. I want to try make it as a pro gamer. That'd be the best thing ever. I just love the competitive environment. I just love the lifestyle. Like I've tried playing. Like I know I'm not really good, but I've tried playing StarCraft full time. Like and it's fucking taxing. Like I've tried playing like in school holidays. I try to play like 13 hours a day,
It's
and like
intense, yeah.
I've tried lots of different like schedules to find what I like the most. And I found like playing for me anyway, playing about 6 days of the week, 9 hours a day, and one day just do 2 hours. So you have that one day to do whatever the hell. And I think
Yep.
that's probably the way to go. And that's probably what I'll do with Overwatch. So yeah, I guess I do. I don't think I'll ever quit StarCraft. I'll probably like play it on the side, steal all Illusory's GPD money if he's still doing that for StarCraft. Because I'll probably be diamond because I won't be playing the game that much. But
Yeah.
yeah, that's what I want to do. Just try to get somewhere with the gaming. Like I have the mindset, I have
Yeah.
the experience. I know and that's what I want to do. Even if I can't make it as a player, like I want to like get something even as a coach or a commentator. I just want to get into esports primarily as an entertainer. I think if I'm a player, like I'm not going to just sit around and just like do nothing. Like, blah blah blah. Good luck. Like I don't know who I want to be or what I want to do, but something to do with esports is just what I want. I just say. And if I'm a player, fuck, I promise I won't be boring. I promise. I won't be a douchebag like I'm in SCGC. I'll find a balance. That is the goal.
All right, find a
Yeah,
balance
I've
between.
found that humor's pretty good for like
So,
audience.
so
I don't know.
on one
Anyway.
side, balance between douchery and hilarity. So you gotta like find that balance.
Yeah.
Anyway, I just want to say thank you very much for the interview. Is there any shout outs that you want to make? Where can we find you? What is your stuff, man? I'll put in the link below and all the stuff. So, yeah, where can we find you? Do you have any shout outs? Go ahead.
Yeah, I do have a Twitter. It's at FullmetalSC, and I'd like to give a shout out to my team Dynasty because they're awesome. Shout out to myself because I'm awesome. Yeah, I'm a narcissist. Douchebag. Deal with it.
It's alright. We all are a bit of a narcissist to think that we can at all make anything out of ourselves in esports. You have to be a little bit narcissistic.
Pretty much. Yeah, you need to be fucking. You need to be fucked in the head to get anywhere here.
Just a little fucked.
Yeah. And yeah, shout out to GGTV for existing, I guess.
Aye, Captain.
And get along with the guys as well. Yeah.
No worries.
That's it. Thank you very much for this. I enjoyed this
Interview and stuff. Anyway, ladies and gentlemen, that is it. That was Metalcore over. Oh, I'm pointing the wrong. God damn it! I hate that. That was Metalcore over to Metalcore. Fuck, Fullmetal. Fuck. Fullmetal. This guy over here in the right there on screen. So yeah. Here we go. Thank you very much, guys, for watching. See you guys next time. Where's that off button? There it is.